my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. First carry for James Conner, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now, this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team, home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022, as well as the 5th time a regular season game has been held here. The Cards and Niners actually played in the first of those games back in 2005, a 31-14 Arizona victory in front of an announced crowd of over 103,000. To throw, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cardinals hit 7-3 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Ready up.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
First down, here's Mitchell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Brought down by Jalen Thompson. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Caught right side at Snead. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Connor. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Once again, it's Mitchell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play action, now it's Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Gould is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. But both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
First down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Murray from midfield. And this will be swung. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Throwing on first down is Murray. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, a 20. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. Get ready.
Lance now on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, and looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A final shot before half for Murray. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
"35 yards that time on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 39, Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Murray now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. Prater's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off of play action, here's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. And hit behind the line. He lost lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So a little too loose with the football there on the pitch.
And that's the danger you run into with that play. So much traffic around, and when the ball gets away from your body a little bit, sometimes bad things can happen.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lance. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returning it is Moore. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To try again after the sack, Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Lance looking to throw it. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense. Hey.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Murray a give. This is counter. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Murray, he'll dump this one off to Connor. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Murray going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Connor is in. Touchdown, Arizona. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Out to his left, and the pressure gets to him again. Eric Armstead racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had